All right, hello everyone. DW Rugs back again with another video. I'm excited for this video. I had the thought of, having other rug creators, smaller creators, send me the rugs that they've made, anyone that might follow me or subscribe to me. And I got quite a few responses, so I'm just gonna go through them and take a look, review them, see what their techniques are like. A lot of the ones that people sent in are super good, so I hope this just helps, promote the smaller creators to get their name out there. And yeah, let's get started. So the first one that we have here is from a guy named Marcos. He sent me a video of some of the rugs that he's made. His handle is at mo_rugs. I will put it on the screen right here so you can all see it. And then we'll take a look at this video. So these are really, really good rugs. I've DM'd with this guy before, and his progression has been super, super solid. The face rugs, the face rugs alone are super detailed. I really like this one. I believe it's Drake, with the different colors, and even the Eminem one with the teal background as opposed to like just a solid black and white. And just all of these are super solid, super good line work. The Toyota truck is super good as well. So yeah, big shout out to Mo Rugs. He's been holding it down for a while. He's a super nice guy. He's always DMing me super positive things. And yeah, keep up the good work because these are super good, super insane. So yeah, nice work. I also think it's only fair too that perhaps for each one of these people, I provide, any type of advice or critique that I could possibly find. But a lot of these are super good, and a lot of these are even better than the rugs that I make. And so I would say for Mo Rugs, if there's one thing that I could possibly, give advice about, I would say to try to start focusing more on like sculpting as well. Your line work is already incredibly neat and super, super nice, but I think if you started sculpting and cutting into, each different color and really getting those fine edges, I think these are going to be next level within your next few. So yeah, keep up the good work. Okay, so next up we have a creator by the name of Bria Adams, and we'll put the handle right here. She sent me a couple along with a TikTok. So let's start with this one. Super clean, super good line work on all of these. Matter of fact, this Dior one especially. The line work on it's always hard to get lettering super precise. That's something that I still struggle with, is making the letters super defined and keeping the line work clean. But you did a great job with that one. The simple black and white. That's a perfect piece for someone's room. The Bape logo as well. Bape logo is interesting too. I don't know whether this was intentional or not. I assume it is, but I see that a lot of these blues have different depths to them. Like this light one here seems like it has a little bit more, it's shaven a little bit more than the one next to it and whatnot. And whether or not that was intentional, I think it turned out super well, and I think it gives a little more life to the rug overall. Then we have the Phoenix Suns logo, which again, super good line work here. I can see that it seems that you're doing a lot of sculpting as well, and you're starting to do that, which I think is great. It's still something that I'm struggling with, so I understand how difficult it is to do. But yeah, if you keep going with that, similar to the last one, I think that the rugs are going to stand out even more, especially with these letterings. I think the bottom part of this P, this curve right here, if you sculpt that up a little bit, it's going to stand out even more, and it's going to look even better. So thank you again. We'll check out the TikTok that she sent as well. Same rugs that we just looked at. It's good to be on TikTok too. That's a good thing to bring up. People on TikTok love watching rug videos and processes and things like that. So yeah, super good job, Bria. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Bria Adams. Keep up the good work, and thank you for submitting. Thank you for the support. Everyone, go check out the rugs. And yeah, let's keep moving on. Okay, next up we have a creator by the name of Stain Rugs. And what they sent me is, they said, I thought it would be cool to share my first rug I made to my most recent rug, and it was the exact same design. So we'll take a look at the first one here. And even for the first rug, like for this to be your first rug, this is still super neat. The first rug I did was, when I actually got the gun, was horrible. The line work was so bad. I ripped the fabric a bunch, and I just didn't know how to use it, and it turned out really bad. So for this to even be your first rug is super good. But then, kind of feeding off of what I was saying previously with the other creators, is look at the difference here with the sculpting. I mean, the logo stands out so much more, and the line work is super clean, and you can see in this different angle here, it almost looks like, the great thing with sculpting is like it makes the design essentially pop out more. So, when you don't sculpt, not that it's bad to not sculpt, but the design ends up looking pretty flat. But when you do sculpt, you can see here just how much the design is brought up overall. So great work, Stain Rugs. Everyone go check them out. Give some support, give them a follow, give them a comment, everything like that. And yeah, great job. I appreciate the submission and the support as well. Okay, up next, we have Davis Lee. Handle right here. We have two rugs here. We have a blonde Frank Ocean CD rug. I always love the CD rugs. I think they go really well in your living space and just look good overall. Then we have a Nike shoebox rug, which I like. I've done this exact design before. And yeah, both of these turned out super good. I can see too that you have a lot of the tools in the back. You got the tufting gun, you got the same shaver that I have. You have the grooming tools to get off the excess yarn and stuff like that, which is great. And yeah, I mean, these turned out super well. What I would recommend, especially for something like a CD rug, and this goes for any uniform shape in general, a circle, perfect rectangle, square, triangle, whatever it may be, is to just be sure that you're being super precise with what the shape is. For example, just on this blonde one, you can see that this gray inner circle is just a little bit off. Not that it makes the rug look bad in any way, but if you were to clean that up just a little bit and make it a little more uniform circle, I think that would help your rug stand out a lot more. And kind of same with the lettering as well. I know lettering is super tricky. Like I said, still tricky for me. But again, with that, as long as you're super precise, it'll stand out even more. What I recommend with stuff like that, the circle and letterings and stuff like that, is, with the gun, at least with the gun I have, the trigger is super sensitive. As soon as you pull it, it's like brr, brr. So what I'll do with circles especially is I'll go just little tiny bits at a time rather than trying to just get it all in one fluid motion. Because oftentimes, if I try to do it in one fluid motion, that's what's going to cause it to go a little bit out of order. Whereas if you're super slow and super precise and you just follow that line, as long as you trace it super well, then it's going to be much easier and it's going to come out a lot cleaner. But overall, really good rugs, good designs. I like that you did the Nike box. Good, nice little one to have. And the CD I like. Also like the CD too, because I don't think I've ever seen really a design like this. I mean, obviously in the rug community, a lot of people do CDs. Like I've done a channel orange CD, and I've seen a bunch of other people do that, or they do various other ones, but I've never seen this white blonde Frank Ocean one. So I like that. I like that extra creativity points. Shout out Davis Lee. Everyone go give him a like, follow, comment, whatever it may be. Show your support. And thank you for the support. Thank you for the submission. Okay, next up we have the creator Rugs by Les, which, I mean, I saw these come into my DM and I was like blown away by how good these rugs are. I mean, these are these rugs are light years ahead of the rugs that I make. I mean, let's start with this first one. Even the line work is, and I know I keep saying line work and it might get redundant, but it's so important with rugs, and you absolutely killed it with this one. The details on the feet and the pants and everything, the rug stands out. It fully stands out. And then next we have this cat. I mean, this is the amount of different colors that are used and the intricacy in this rug alone. It's just amazing. And the bright pink, the way that pops out with the mouth and the teeth sticking out, it's incredible. And I see you have your own custom tag too, which is great. That's great to add. That's something that I'm looking to add in the future. Your edges are super clean, super clean. There's not a single strand of yarn fraying out, which is incredible. And probably my personal favorite rug that I've seen thus far is this Mac Miller one. I mean, this is just amazing. I've done this rug before. I actually, shout out to Tommy Tassi. I will put his handle up here. He is an artist that I follow that I saw on Instagram who does these incredible paintings, and I saw him do a painting of this Mac Miller one, and I used that image for when I made the rug. Same images here, but the colors that you use for this are just amazing. They stand out. You can tell that this person is an expert at sculpting and making sure all of their lines are super precise, because I mean, this rug is just beautiful. The colors are beautiful. Everything about this rug is absolutely perfect. By far one of my personal favorite rugs I've ever seen. And funny enough, I feel like I used to see this in the Explore page too. So yeah, that's great. And then we have this last one here. Once again, I mean, I don't even need to say it all again, but just incredible. The details in the eyes, you can see the light reflecting in the eyes, and even the fingernails are all sculpted properly. The shading in the background is super precise. All those tiny little up and down lines. Great work. Rugs by Les. Now, easily one of my favorite rug creators. Thank you for the submission. Thank you for the support. Go check out the rest of their rugs. I haven't gone through their entire page yet, but I definitely will after this, because, I mean, these are absolutely beautiful. Job well done. Next up, we have Zewhie.rugs. I hope I'm saying that right. Zewhie, Zewhie. Put the handle right here. We have two submissions here, two Stussy rugs. I love a good Stussy rug. I feel like that's a staple rug to have. The line work on this is great. It appears that you're sculpting, which is good. Yeah, definitely helps this logo pop out, the black against the white. And then we have the 8-ball one in this image as well. That's kind of been a staple in the rug community too. I've seen a lot of those. I think that's a great piece to have in your living room or anything like you have here. Yeah, super clean, super simple. I like it. I can't wait to see more. And yeah, I guess if I were to give a recommendation, it would be, I can't wait to see more. I want to see more of what you can do. Because I can tell just based on the line work in these that I know you have a lot more in you. And if you're just getting started and this is what you're already doing, then that is super solid work. So thank you. I appreciate the submission. I appreciate the support, and keep it up. Keep going. I want to see more. Next up, we have Andre, and his handle is at the.same.sync. And he sent me one. He sent me a Yeezy rug, and I love shoe rugs. I think shoe rugs just look great. And this one especially, because I can tell that you sculpted super well, and actually you sent a video that we'll take a look at here. We have the process, the trimming. I like the way this is edited, by the way. So yeah, here you go right here. Cutting in between the colors as you do them. That's what's gonna make your rugs above and beyond. Super solid work. I really like the colors too. I don't know if it's just the lighting in this photo, but this like blue, this kind of light blue shading that you have going on is great. The letters and the numbers turned out super well too, which is hard in such a tight space like that. Yeah, super great work. I appreciate the submission. And similar to the last one, I can't wait to see more. Can't wait to see more of what you can do. because this alone is super great. So thank you. Everyone go support, go shout out, and yeah, let's keep going. So next up, we have quite a few submissions from this person, Adrian. Instagram is at rug.brothers, 2 G's. Put it up on the screen. So let's go through some of these. I think we have 3 or 4 here to look at. All right, so already with this first one, amazing sculpting work, amazing, perfect circles as well, which, like I mentioned previously, this is what another part of making rugs stand out super well, is having these nice, solid shapes, and the lettering is insanely good just for a black and white rug too. You think it's simple because it's just 2 colors, but I mean, the line work, once again, is just beautiful for this one. Another one here, colors standing out incredibly. Every single stripe too. It's just, you can see it's all the exact same width. It's perfect. You have a tag, which is nice, another nice addition. The middle here, the colors are standing out incredibly. The sculpting work is so good on this one. Another super good shape too, a little perfect triangle. It'll fit in someone's space, it'll be perfect. And then lastly, we have this Jordan, this Air Jordan, which this is probably one of the best shoes that I've seen. Now, I've seen this rug done before, and not only is this super precise with the line work and the sculpting and whatnot, but take a look at this other image here. Look at how large this rug is. I mean, he's standing, I'm assuming he's like 6 feet tall. This rug is probably 4 feet. This is a huge rug, and you executed it perfectly. You have the tag, the lines are great. I mean, this is an insane addition to anyone's house. I mean, someone is probably super stoked that they got this. Yeah, incredible work. I really appreciate the submissions. It says here you're from Spain. I love that. I love having an international audience coming in. That's great. So shout out to you. Go follow this person. Go give them some love. These are beautiful, beautiful rugs. Okay, next we have Juju Trees X2. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at these rugs that you submitted to me. You submitted quite a few, which I like. This first one, I really, really like the colors of this rug. There's something so beautiful about, rugs that are only like 2 colors, like black and white, or in this one, like the red, orange, or red, yellow. I think they're just so simple, but they're also so intricate, and they can really stand out in someone's space. So this first one is super good. We have another one here. I love it. I love the yellow. I love the numbers. You have super nice line work. Again, what I would suggest is starting to do some sculpting and just make these numbers stand out even more. It's gonna help you a lot. We have the Bart Simpson. This one is sick. I really like this one. It's also it's cool too, because it's hard to get some of the features of the body too, like the hands, like, because you see the hands are in like a very particular position, but you can see each individual finger super well, and they're outlined super well. And same with the headphones and the hair. It seems like it's actually like sitting on his head. It doesn't seem like it's a separate part of it. So I think you really did a good job overall with this one, blending all that together into one cohesive image. And then we have a couple in this image right here. I really like the stitch rug, the half and half pink, half blue, mixing a little bit of the blue on the pink and vice versa. That one turns out super cool. I never thought of a half and half rug. I really like that. I only did one time, but it was just a bunch of random colors. It was no image or anything, so I really like this concept. I think you did really well with that. And then you have the leaf and the flower up here. Again, just great, staple pieces for someone's house, someone's office, someone's whatever. I think that's something that's super important as a rug creator. That's something great to remember, is that, what will my customers like to see in their space? what can they envision, because it's an art piece, right? I mean, it is a rug, but at the end of the day, it's art. And so something as simple as like a little flower or a leaf or something like that could be the exact piece that someone needs. And I think having something as simple as that is going to help you in your rug career, going forward. I recommend that to anyone. Just these simple little staple pieces that could be just little accent pieces of art for someone's house. Super good job. Shout out to you. Everyone go give them support. Okay, next we have Hugs Rugs. And they wrote to me. Quick little info, my name is Hugh. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Canada. Another international. I like it. I recently got into tufting at the start of January 2023, so this month. That's pretty recent. Although I have made only a few rugs, I already am loving this art and its possibilities. So they say that the yin, yang, and the S were the first rugs, didn't have any trimmers. So we'll take a look at these. Okay, great. Pull up the S here as well. Yeah, so similar to one of prior, even for your first rug, these are super good. This is great line work. I mean, obviously there's some sculpting and whatnot that needs to be done, but again, first rug, when you're first starting out and you're just getting all your materials and you're so excited to just make a rug, that's what I did. And I messed mine up super bad, but clearly you didn't. And they still turned out super well. So let's fast forward to a couple that they say are more recent. We have a Yoshi egg here and a Pokeball. And these are great too. And I can see that you're starting to work with trimming the edges and sculpting. And I think that's really good. And especially with stuff like this, with circles and super precise shapes, you're gonna need to be precise with those. So one thing I would recommend specifically with this Pokeball that I'm looking at is similar to what I mentioned prior, is that with these circles and these super uniform shapes, is just be sure that you're tracing it, very carefully, and you're going super slow when you are doing it. Because you can see just here, for example, this inner white circle, you can see just like this left side is just a little bit off. It's not terrible by any means, but I think, the more precise you are and the slower you are, it's going to help your rugs out a lot. And that's one thing I should mention too, just for overall, is just take your time. I know how it is when you first start. A lot of my first rugs, I was just pumping them out super fast because I wanted to get the word out there and I wanted people to experience my art and things like that, at the expense of, clean lines, precise trims and edges and stuff like that. So, just take your time and understand that just being slow with circles or whatever it may be, that it's going to pay off in the end. It's only going to cost you a couple minutes of your time, and it's going to make your rugs stand out even more. And I feel like I've said that phrase a lot throughout this video, but it is what it is. But thank you for the submission. Go support Hugs Rugs. Just starting out, we have a new tufter in the building. We like to see it. Keep up the good work, and thank you for the submission. Okay, so the last creator we have here is at julie.jpg. Late night submission. I appreciate it. I should have given a timeline of how long I was going to be accepting submissions, because I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible, but I will do more of these in the future. So she sent one. She said, sorry if it's too late, I only have one to share as of now. She said this is her first piece, so we'll take a look here. This Nike shoe, which, once again, for your first piece, I mean, this is incredible. Not only is the line work nice, and it seems as if you were sculpting a little bit, but the fact that you took on a shoe as your first rug is pretty great. My first rug was the blonde one, but that was by hand. And then the first rug I did with the gun was the Rodeo album cover by Travis Scott. It was only three colors. It was like a minimalist version that I had found, and it was super simple. But that being said, to take on a shoe as your first rug with how tight all of these lines are on the laces and stuff like that, and I mean that's a super good for your first one. And it's nice that you took on that challenge early on, because I can only imagine what your next few rugs are going to be like. And you say, hopefully I can participate in another one in the future. Absolutely. And this goes for anyone in this video as well. The more I do these in the future, if you've improved or created new ones since then, and you want me to showcase them, absolutely send them over. Send them over at any time, and I'll archive them and collect them for a next video. So super good job for your first rug. I like the size of it too. It's nice and small. You know, once again, a nice little piece for someone's home. Maybe it's for your own, and that's great too. I have a problem with keeping a lot of the rugs that I make. It's kind of hard to get rid of them sometimes, but yeah, that's another thing too. I would say, as long as it's not for a customer, hang on to the first rug that you do. I still have the first blonde one that I did. I don't hang it up anywhere, but just keep it. It's a nice little memory to have. And yeah, so once again, super good job. Any recommendations? You know, I think if you keep going with sculpting, and even on the outside edges here, if you wanted to shave those a little bit and just make it a little more fine, your rugs are going to be stand out within no time. So thank you so much for the submission. Shout out Julie.jpg. Everyone go support. So that is it for this rug review, episode 1. I appreciate all the submissions once again. You guys blew me away. Obviously there's tons and tons of rug creators out there, but you know, to actually see the work of people that support me, or some of these people said they started because of me. It's amazing to see your guys' journey, and I really appreciate you sharing your journey with me by showing me these rugs and whatnot, because I know it could be intimidating. You know, I'm sure maybe you are scared to share your artwork with the world, but you know, what I would recommend is just stay true to yourself and don't be afraid to share your artwork with the world. I thought the same thing about my first few rugs. I was like, well, these didn't turn out exactly how I like, and I don't know, like, people might think they suck, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all about your progression and what you enjoy and what you feel is right. And so don't be afraid to share your artwork with the world. Post on your Instagram, post on your story, share it with whomever, give free rugs to people, show it to your friends, show it to your family, whatever it may be. Just keep going and everything will be all good. So once again, thank you. I appreciate all of you guys for reaching out and allowing me to share this. Anyone that's in this video, go support them. Go give them a like, give them a follow, give them a little comment, anything like that. I'll flash all of their handles once again before this video ends, and then I'll put it in the description as well. And then, like I said, I will do more of these in the future, so you know, feel free to send me your rugs at any time. It doesn't have to be when I announce it. If you just want to send it over, I'll save it, and if you want me to put in the video, let me know. So yeah, thank you guys, and I will catch you all on the next video.